A journey through Madrid, the soul of Spanish royalty and urban charm. As your plane descends through the golden hue of the Spanish sunset, the sprawling city of Madrid reveals itself like a painting, majestic, vast, and alive. The capital of Spain is not just a city, it's a living museum, a cultural heart, and a place where every street corner whispers a story. Stepping out of the airport, the crisp air of the Iberian Peninsula hits your face. Taxis zoom by. The Spanish language fills your ears with music-like rhythm, and you immediately feel the warmth, not just of the sun, but of the people. Your journey begins in the heart of the city, Puerta del Sol. This iconic square, bustling with street performers, tourists, and locals, feels like the city's heartbeat. You stop to admire the famous El Oso y el Madroño statue, Madrid's beloved bear and strawberry tree. Wandering further, you find yourself on Gran Via, the Spanish Broadway, towering buildings with ornate facades, glowing billboards, and the hum of fashion and theater surround you. Here, luxury boutiques sit beside vintage cinemas, creating a timeless blend. Madrid is a city of palaces. The Royal Palace, or Palacio Real, leaves you speechless. With over 3,000 rooms, grand staircases, chandeliers, and historical artifacts, it echoes centuries of Spanish royalty. You imagine the whispers of kings, queens, and royal banquets that once filled its halls. Yet Madrid isn't trapped in the past. It's vibrantly modern. At Mercado de San Miguel, you dive into Spanish cuisine. You taste tapas with jamón ibérico, sip rich Rioja wine, and try churros dipped in molten chocolate. The market buzzes with color, flavor, and laughter. In the afternoon, you stroll through Retiro Park, Madrid's green oasis. Locals jog by, couples row boats on the lake, and artists paint under old trees. The breeze carries the scent of pine and rose, and you feel the slow rhythm of Spanish life. As evening falls, Madrid transforms again. Flamenco dancers in traditional dress electrify small bars in the La Latina district. Their heels strike the floor with fiery passion, and the guitar cries in soulful harmony. You sip sangria, enchanted by a culture that breathes emotion. Madrid isn't a place you visit, it's a feeling you carry. It teaches you to slow down, to savor life, and to admire the blend of past and present. As the city sleeps under a blanket of lights, you realize this was only the beginning. On a quiet side street near Plaza Mayor, you discover a cozy cafe tucked between bookshops and antique stores. You sit by the window, sipping Spanish espresso, strong and dark, and watching the world pass. Locals greet each other with double kisses, a tradition that feels warm and human. Time seems slower here. As you continue exploring, you're drawn to the Museo del Prado, one of the greatest art museums in the world. Inside, you stand in awe before masterpieces by Velázquez, Goya, and El Greco. Each painting is a portal to another time, another way of seeing the world. The silence in the museum is filled with wonder. Lavapiés, one of Madrid's most multicultural neighborhoods. Moroccan spice shops sit beside Indian restaurants. African drums echo in the squares, and murals shout stories of struggle and hope. It's a different Madrid, diverse, real, alive. You realize that tourism here isn't about monuments, it's about people. At night, you climb to a rooftop bar near the Círculo de Bellas Artes. Below, Madrid glows with golden light. Church domes, rooftops, and the silent motion of traffic stretch beneath you. You toast with locals, laugh with strangers, and feel like, for a moment, you belong. Before you sleep, you write in your journal, Madrid is a city that doesn't ask you to be anyone else. It invites you to be fully, joyfully human. The sounds of the street lull you to sleep. Soft guitar, distant laughter, the soul of Spain whispering into the night. 2. Andalusia, echoes of Al-Andalus and the Golden Age. As the train glides smoothly out of Madrid, the city slowly disappears behind hills painted in gold and olive green. You're heading south to Andalusia, the ancient region where civilizations collided and coexisted for centuries. It's not just a destination, it's a living legend. Your first stop, Córdoba. You walk along cobbled streets lined with orange trees, their blossoms perfuming the air. The mezquita rises before you, an architectural wonder. Stepping inside, the striped arches seem to ripple like waves, echoing with the footsteps of both emirs and bishops. Outside, the city's Jewish quarter, Juderia, invites you into a maze of narrow alleys. You find hidden patios filled with blue tiles and potted flowers. It's peaceful, timeless, like a scene from centuries ago. In Andalusia, history isn't locked in museums. It breathes through the walls. Next, you arrive in Seville, a city that dances. The scent of jasmine and orange blossoms fills the air, especially near the Royal Alcazar. This palace, with its Islamic arches, carved stucco, and cool courtyards, feels like a dream. You hear the murmur of water fountains, and the city slows down. At night, flamenco echoes in the Triana district. It's raw, powerful, full of soul. You sit among locals in a tiny tavern, the floor vibrating with stomping feet and cries of passion. Andalusia doesn't just tell stories, it sings them. Now you travel east to Granada, tucked beneath the Sierra Nevada mountains. The Alhambra awaits. As the sun rises, its towers glow like fire. Inside, you walk among halls of Arabic poetry, walls carved with verses, gardens that whisper of paradise. You feel the echo of Muslim scholars, poets, and sultans. In a small tea house in the Albaicin quarter, you sip mint tea while watching the Alhambra from afar. The scent of spices and incense wraps around you. Time doesn't seem to move here. It lingers, stretches. Andalusia is a place that invites you to feel, to listen, to remember. As you leave, a thought lingers. Andalusia is not just a region of Spain. It's a bridge between worlds, a memory of tolerance, a story etched in stone and song. 3. Barcelona, where art meets the sea. You arrive in Barcelona just as the Mediterranean sun rises above the sea. The sky is pink and gold, and the breeze carries the salty scent of waves. Barcelona greets you not with silence, but with rhythm. Bustling streets, rolling bicycles, the distant strum of a Spanish guitar. Your first steps lead you to La Rambla, the city's beating heart. Street performers pose like statues. Florists fill the air with perfume, and cafes spill out onto the sidewalk. Locals and tourists alike stroll under the tall plane trees. You're walking inside a painting. Soon you find yourself at the Mercat de San Josep de la Boqueria, Barcelona's vibrant market. It's a feast for the senses. Colorful fruits, fresh seafood, hanging jamon, and voices bargaining in Catalan and Spanish. You grab a fresh smoothie and smile. This is life, raw and real. You take the metro north to one of Barcelona's wonders, the Sagrada Familia. As you step outside the station, your jaw drops. Gaudi's basilica rises like a forest carved in stone, chaotic, sacred, alive. Inside, colored light pours through stained glass, bathing you in silence and color. Later, you wander through the Example district, wide boulevards lined with modernist mansions. Every corner surprises you. Dragon-shaped balconies, mosaic benches, windows that twist like waves. It's as if the city was imagined by a poet and built by a dream. As evening falls, you walk up to Park Güell, another Gaudi masterpiece. From the hilltop, the city stretches to the sea. Lizard sculptures, candy-colored tiles, and gingerbread houses surround you. Children laugh, artists sketch, and you watch the sun melt into the horizon. You end your day by the Barceloneta beach. The sound of waves crashing blends with music from beach bars. Locals play volleyball, others sit on the sand with a bottle of cava. You remove your shoes, walk barefoot along the shoreline, and feel completely free. Before you sleep, you look out your hotel window. Barcelona glows, somewhere between art and electricity, between past and future. It's not just a city, it's a feeling, one you'll carry long after you've gone. For the Spanish islands, paradise beyond the mainland. Far from the bustling cities of mainland Spain, the Spanish islands offer a completely different rhythm. The moment your plane begins to descend over the turquoise waters, you know you're arriving somewhere magical. You land in the Canary Islands, where volcanoes sleep under blue skies and time slows down. Your journey starts in Tenerife. The island rises dramatically from the sea, crowned by Mount Teide, Spain's highest peak and a dormant volcano. You drive upward through pine forests until you reach the volcanic plains above the clouds. It's like being on another planet. By the coast, you find black sand beaches shaped by ancient lava and sleepy villages where locals still cook fish over fire and drink local wine under the stars. The Canaries are not flashy. They are honest, authentic. They welcome you like an old friend. Next, you hop over to Lanzarote. It's like a gallery of nature's wildest ideas. Lava fields, white houses, and surreal sculptures by Cesar Manrique. You visit the Timanfaya National Park, where heat still rises from the ground. Even the food here is cooked on volcanic stone. You then journey east to the Balearic Islands, landing in Mallorca, the largest of the group. You're greeted by hills rolling with olive groves, sparkling beaches, and towns that glow pink at sunset. In Palma, the Gothic cathedral casts its shadow over quiet plazas. On the island's north coast, you drive through the Serra de Tramontana, a mountain range full of ancient trails and cliff-top views. Small villages like Valdemosa and Deia whisper stories of artists and poets who came here to escape the world and never left. Finally, you set foot in Ibiza. But this isn't the party you imagined. Beyond the nightlife, Ibiza holds ancient secrets. You explore hidden beaches where pine trees lean toward the sea and whitewashed farms tucked into hills. At sunset, the cliffs burn gold and silence returns. In the final moments of your island journey, you realize something. These places aren't just for vacation. They are for reflection, for reconnecting with the earth, the sea, and yourself.